Okay, so let's do Ivanka's March. Not March, April. Let's see what her April's going to be like. I did zodiac readings for everybody else. But let's do their own. They're special. So, Ivanka. What is March? Not March. I got March written down. That's why I keep saying it. April. We're in March. What does April hold for you? What does April hold for you? Two of Swords, indecision and stalemate. Choice to be made. Could be personal, so let's keep going. Based on some news, either coming to you or something you've heard. This is all, it's coming to you, I believe. This is, hey, what do you think about this? So it's not serious yet, so let's just keep going. Baby steps. Emotional interest. Emotional news is at the base. Knight of Pentacles. Either has something to do with a young man or it has something to do with money coming to you. Another thing coming to you. This is quick motion. This is also communication. So again, with the news. And then the anxiety sets in. Anxiety and worries. Stress. So, in the fear is the family. In March, the fear and the family in the environment is hope. So although the fear is in the family, there is a portion of you that is hopeful. So that's good, right? Temperance is your warning. The Eight of Cups. Walking away, abandonment is your outcome. If the family is in your fear, what is in your hopes? A change, a major, major change. In your word of solace, it's the word of warning is the Temperance. Your word of solace is the uphill battle. Uphill battle is not just an uphill battle. The Nine of Wands is not just an uphill battle. It's also a card that says perseverance. So you'll have the strength you need to proceed. So a decision coming to you created by some news. This is usually you, and this is what surrounds you. You are the stalemate. So there's something that you have to make a decision on. And then here is the news. It has something to do with the emotions, something to do with the emotional interest, or something to do with the emotional investment, as in family. You are invested in your brothers and your father because these are your family, you know them, and so forth and so forth. So there's an emotional investment that you hear news about. So this could be your relationships. And you hear news about it. Carries the communication. Around the money is some anxiety. So something financial is causing you stress. And your fear is the family. Either you fear them or you fear what's going to happen to them, because in your hopes is the major change. So you kind of wish that whatever this is that causes the stalemate goes completely away. Now, mind you, this is not the Page of Swords. This is usually my good news card. The Page of Swords is usually my bad news card. This is not bad news, it's just news. But for whatever reason, it causes a stalemate. Like I said, this is not, I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just saying, whatever the news is causing a decision to be made. You don't know which way to go. Then around the money, this is probably something completely different than the family thing, because this is the news on the family. Whatever it is around the money is what causes you the anxiety. So let's say I'll play poke the nest here. Let's say you received news that one of your family members was being investigated. Let's say that, for instance, Eric Trump was being investigated in his connection with the Trump Foundation. That would cause you financial stress and worry, because you too are also connected, but he may get indicted first, type of thing, or investigated first. So it's that kind of thing with this, with the anxiety and the money. Somebody else around you may be the target of the investigation, and, you know, since you're connected too, reason why the family is in the fear, and then the family has the communication. So something bad, even though this is just news, this is not bad news, it's just news. It can be seen as bad news if you know what's behind the door. But, you know, kind of like that let's make a deal thing. You know, as a worker of the show, that it's just a box with another box in it behind this door. Everybody else think it might be a car or something, you know. So since you know it's horrible, or the prize is horrible, doesn't mean it's bad news. It just means that it's news. To you as an insider, it would be bad. You want the whole thing to go away. That's your hopes. In your environment, though, like I said, is the hope card. The hope and healing and the bright star and the all that kind of jazz. So you can read this one or two ways. You are either the star, as in the center of attention, or this is a hopeful card. Because, you know, you are a person of means, and people of means usually stay out of jail unless they have money issues, and they always get caught. Al Capone murdered half the world. Tax evasion took him down. In your outcome, though, is the abandonment card, walking away. So there is something you walk away from for whatever reason. Whatever this decision that you have to make is, causes you to want to walk away. So let's probe a little further and see what we get. Okay. An offer is made. It is, now mind you, the Four of Cups is an offer, not just an offer being made, it's also some moping and boredom, but I don't think you're going to be bored in this in particular month. But an offer being made that you are not content with. So, let's see. It burdens you. It weighs you down. You're unable to move. the King of Cups. Whoever that is also rounded in this too. The Queen of Cups. Seven of Swords. Strategy. Time to get the team together. The Empress. New life, new start for the month of April. It's also under the Burden card. Under the King of Cups is the Four of Wands. Now, under the Queen of Wands is the Ace of Cups. This could be your legal team. Because this is like all of your plans are off the ground. There is a new relationship of some sort. Not always romantic. This is just could be you meeting someone new for the first time or you hiring someone new for the first time. So you're about to go into business or some sort of agreement with someone. This is not necessarily lawyers. Let's just throw that out there, but because you could be overseas making some sort of connection that the world doesn't know about just yet. So you are about to go into business because this is the new start to something, but it's something that you have birthed. So this is your idea. But it's not the Ace of Wands as in the new idea. This is something that you have worked at, and now it's time for opening night, which is what this card also means as well. So it's like the Ace of Wands is the idea, the 2 is the preparation, the 3 is the materialization, and the 4 is the actualization. So here it is now. It's open. And then the Ace of Wands is the beginning of a new partnership or a new relationship of some sort. So this King and Queen are in business with you somehow or some sort of agreement with you. 4 of Pentacles is when it starts to cling though, because now you're afraid to lose. As in most people would be when they start a new venture. You're afraid to fail. So you are clinging tightly and afraid to lose. Which is what puts it under your strategy. That's your strategy and you're afraid to lose. Weighed down in burden. There's a new project as well, but here is the 3 of Cups. So there's a time of celebration. Now with the 3 of Cups and the Empress, this could indicate a baby as well, because this is also a celebration card and then this is also a pregnancy card. So we'll see what happens in March. The 8 of Swords. This is being trapped and bound. Could also be a contract, because like I said, you are going into business or some sort of agreement with these 2 people. Under your Ace of Swords, which is your new relationship, is the Wheel of Fortune. So this was always planned. This is a fate card. So it's something that was in the workings. Like I said, this is something you've garnered. So this is not a new idea. This is something you were working on. So this relationship was always fated because these are the 2 in particular people you need to go to get whatever it is that you need done. 4 of Pentacles is right above the bad news. So after the celebration and the chained to whatever this is with the King and the Queen of Cups, the fated relationship is not necessarily bad, but it is delayed. And this could also be a child that is having some behavioral issues. So if she's got a kid at home that's, being a brat, then there you go. There is, yeah, that's right. The 7 of Cups is the confusion card. That's the the smokescreen, the many choices, and then the Two of Wands. So here is yet preparation for another venture. So you could be, yeah, this is, I think what's happened is this King of Cups you have been in business with. This is your contract. And then outside of, or as a result of this partnership or this contract, this agreement, is a new idea or the preparation for something else. And then comes about the Queen, because she is the new relationship, and it was always fated because whatever it was with the King was just going to set up to be with the Queen. So let's say you were buying a house, and so you go to a mortgage company, or let's say you go to the realtor, and the realtor sends you to the mortgage company. So the King could be one, and then the Queen would be the other one. But it's always fated to go that way because this is how that process works. But then there's some defeat and a win at all cost. So you have many options, but you choose to do the heavy-handed one, which, you know, that's the way business goes. King of Pentacles. So it sort of ends with the gluttonous man, or at least the energies of a gluttonous person. So she's got a new business venture coming. It's either business or it's something nefarious, but whatever it is hard work. So she's been setting that up. She's got an offer for it. So even though it's her idea, someone offered to do business with her. So look for that in April and see where that takes you. But you do leave something behind. Maybe it's an old business venture. Maybe it's, who knows? Because like I said, she started with the stalemate. She started with the indecision. She ended with the walking away from one thing. But it looks like she's just going into another. So maybe one business venture didn't pan out. So she's working on another. The family news is something she may want to watch, because money is also involved and it causes some anxiety and some worry. I'm not speculating on anything. I'm just reading what I see. So, one more for you. Bound and trapped. You are bound by something. Like I said, could just be a contract or maybe something a little scarier, but come April, we shall see.